He looked at her, the woman who had stood by him when he had nothing, and with cold eye he said, "Leave my house with those things you call children." She didn't cry, she didn't beg. She simply walked away carrying her babies and her pain. But what happened a year later would leave that man on his knees. This is a story about karma, betrayal, and destiny. In a small village in Western Africa, there lived a young man named Otieno. He was poor, not just poor in money, but in opportunity. He had dreams, big dreams, but dreams don't feed the stomach. Then came Amina, a simple, hardworking woman. She believed in Otieno when nobody else did. Otieno, I don't care if we sleep hungry today. I believe one day you will make it. And she meant it. She sold vegetable, washed clothes for neighbors, just to support him. Together, they built life from nothing. Years passed. They moved from mud house to a small iron sheet house. It wasn't much, but it was hope. Amina gave birth to 2 children, but life wasn't easy. There were nights they slept hungry, days when they had nothing to eat but hope. Still, Amina never complained. She became his strength, his backbone, his everything. And slowly, things began to change. Otieno got a breakthrough, a business deal. Then another. Money started flowing. The man who once borrowed salt now owned cars. The small house became a mansion. But something else changed too. His heart. He started coming home late, ignoring Amina, ashamed of her simple life. The woman who built him was now an embarrassment. One evening, Amina served him food. He looked at it and pushed the plate away. "Is this the kind of food you serve in this house?" Amina was shocked. "But this is what you love to eat. This is what you used to love." "That was when I was poor. I have standards now." Days later, he came home with another woman, dressed in expensive clothes, speaking English fluently. "This is the kind of woman I deserve." Amina's heart shattered. Then came the word that will change everything. "Leave my house with those things you call children." She held her children, tears in her eyes, but she said nothing, and she walked away. Life was cruel. Amina struggled again, from house to house, job to job. But this time, she had something stronger than pain. Purpose. She went back to school, studied at night, worked during the day. Years passed. Her children grew. And slowly, Amina rose. From a housemaid to a supervisor, to a manager, and eventually a CEO. Meanwhile, Otieno empire began to crumble. Bad decisions, fake friends, lavish lifestyle. Everything collapsed. The cars were gone. The mansion was taken. The man who once had everything now had nothing. One day, Otieno walked into a big company looking for a job. He was desperate, broken, hopeless. He entered the office, sat down, and waited. Then door opened and the CEO walked in. He looked up and froze. It was Amina. The same woman he once threw out, now sitting in power. Amina? She looked at him calmly. No anger, no tears, just strength. Yes, Mr. Otieno, how can I help you? He fell to his knees, but Amina stopped him. Stand up. Life already taught you the lessons I didn't need to. She looked at him one last time and said, the same children you call things are the reason I'm here today. Never forget the people who stood by you when you had nothing, because life has a way of turning the table. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Afrotel Studio. Because here, every story has a lesson. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Subscribe and let's meet on the next one.